There we go. So after our scavenger hunt, this is the definition of a prime number, is that a number that only has two factors in itself. So for example, what that'll look like is, here's an example of a prime number. Can be there, I can't spell prime. A prime number is, for example, 2 times 1 equals 2. Is there another way where I can get the number 2? Is there another way I can get 2 times another number to equal 2?
2 times.
Make it a composite number.
No. There's no other way. There's no
Oh, I
other
mean,
way.
2 times 2.
No,
2
if I get
times
2
1.
times 2, that gives me 4. I want to get
Whatever.
2. Is there another way for me to get 2?
Yes.
2 times 1.
Well,
No,
I have
1
2 times
times
1 here.
2.
Or I could
1
say 1
times
times
2.
2,
1
but
times
any
2.
other different numbers I can get 2. There's no other way for me to get 2. So 2, so the number 2 is a prime number. There's no other way for me to get 2. It only has two factors, 2 times 1. Even if you change it, 1 times 2 is still the same thing. So 2 is a prime number. I'll give you another example. Here's an example of another prime number. 3 times 1 equals 3. Is there another way where I can get 3? Do you guys know another way where I can get 3? There's no other way to get 3. The only way to get the answer 3 is just 1 times 3 or 3 times 1, and that's it. So you see, these are examples of prime numbers. A prime number is a number that only has two factors, one in itself. And here's your first example, and here's your second example. You see what I did there? That's kind of more or less what some of you did. Like Ryan, most of you, and I think like Ryan and well, Ryan, I saw you posting a lot, and so did Serena. But I like what you guys put in here. Your good information. LJ, you guys are giving out some good videos here. You guys put out the charts as well. You see right here, you guys gave me some examples of the prime numbers. And then over here, the same thing. I believe this team was Dion. Gunner, good job posting on the chart. The prime numbers don't start at 11. Um, so really like a prime number is not odds and evens. A lot of people think, oh, if it's an even number, it's going to be composite. If it's an odd number, it's going to be prime. It's not like that, because if you see here, the number 2, it's even, but it's a prime. Okay, so that's a prime number. Now let's go into composites, the opposite. I'll do it in green. So a composite number, let me go ahead and capitalize that. A composite number has more than
2 factors.
it has more than two factors. That's a composite number. So there's more than one way to get a composite number. So let me give you an example of a composite number. Here's an example of a composite number. Like the number 4, right? One way to get 4. So let me give you some examples. I don't know why it's not letting me go down. Number 4 is a composite. Let me go ahead and write it down in the pen instead. Or you know what? I'll just do it here. What's more than one way to get 4? I can get 1 times 4. That'll equal 4. Does anyone know another way? What's another way I can get 1 times 4?
2 times 2.
4 times 1.
I can get, well, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, right? But we can go with 2 times 2. That equals 4, right? So you see how there's more than one way to get the number 4? So that's why 4, the number, is a composite number. So let me go ahead and put that here. Let me go ahead and make it bigger for you. A composite has more than two factors, like I just said. And here's one example right there. So let me give you another example of a composite number.
What about 16 divided by 4?
Excuse me. 16 divided by 4. Well, that like division, yeah. But I think the number, we'll look at the number 16. Let's look at the number 16. The number 16 is composite. Is there more than one way for me to get 16? Like, for example, 1 times 16 equals
Yes.
16. What about 2? 2 times what can give me 16?
8.
You see, this is what I was telling you. If you guys know your basic facts, your multiplications, this is going to be easy. That's why we told you since the beginning of 3rd grade, learn your basic facts. Learn your basic facts, because from here on out, if you don't know your basic facts, math is going to be very troubling for you. Uh, 2 times 8 equals 16. Another way I can get 16. What about 3? If I count by threes, will I get 16?
No.
No.
No. What about fours? If I count by fours, will I get to 16?
Yes, you could do 4
Yeah,
times
4 times 4.
Yep. 4 times 4 equals 16. That's another way to get it. So you see how I have more than one factor? If I count by fives, can I get it by fives? 16.
No.
No. What about 6? If I count by sixes, will I get to 16? 6, 12,
No.
18. Nope. What about sevens? If I count by sevens?
No.
Mm-mm. What about 8? If I count by 8?
Yes.
Yeah, 8. Again, it'll be 8 times 2. All right, and then that'll give me 16. So you see, that's a composite number. Composite numbers have more than one factor. Prime numbers only have two factors, one and itself. That's it. Like what you see here, 2 times 1, 3 times 1, that's it. That's the only way you can get those numbers. Now, the reason why you see charts like this is because, like here in green, the one that Gunnar found, the ones in green that you see here are all the prime numbers that you have. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 9. All the ones that are colored green are prime numbers. There's no other way to get those numbers. It's just the number times 1. That's it. That's the only way you're going to get it. On the other side, on the pink one, you got a composite number. The ones in pink, they have 2 or more factors. There's more than one way to get it. You see, like 4 here is a composite, 6 is a composite, so it's 8, 9, and 10. Like all the ones you see in green, there's more than one factor to get them, like I was showing you in the other Jamboard. So that's why they're color coded differently. So that's why I really like this chart that's here, because it labels it out for you. Ryan's team, you see like right here, LJ, your team, y'all put it here. These two are good. This one doesn't have a name right here. This chart, does everyone see it? The yellow one? So
The
what
bottom
do y'all
part.
think? Because you see how these two charts, they have it labeled. This chart is prime, this chart's composite. What do you think this chart is showing us? The one that's highlighted in yellow. Is it showing us prime or is it showing us composite numbers? What do y'all think?
Composite.
Prime and composite.
Well,
No, I think it's just composite because the 4 is on the composite, but on the on the prime numbers, it was 3. But on this chart, there's like highlight the 3 isn't highlighted.
mhm. So like
So
this chart here is showing us uh composite numbers. It's showing us composite because the highlighted ones are composite. Now, Eli, the ones that are not highlighted, because you're both kind of right. The ones that are not highlighted, the white squares are representing prime numbers. So I'm going to put that on the screen for you. So like these right here, the white, those are prime. Let me go ahead and use a different color. There we go. The white ones are prime numbers, and then the ones in yellow are composite. When you guys do your test for prime and composite numbers and you have any questions on that, look at this chart and it tells you. These charts online, they'll tell you here, hey, this is a prime number, this is a composite number. Okay? So good job on your scavenger hunts. So let me go ahead and show you what your work is for this week. So remember, keep this link. Okay, keep this link for your Jamboard because, like I said, this is your cheat sheet. Y'all can use this for the whole week and for the whole year. So don't lose it. This link right here for the scavenger hunt. So when you go to Classwork site, this is where I need everyone to do. On Google Classroom, click on Classwork. Give me a thumbs up once you're there on Classwork. I got a few thumbs up. Show me a thumbs up real quick if you're there. Or also let me know in the chat. Sweet. There we go. Thanks, Bo. All right. So here's what y'all's work is right now. You're going to go here to Math November 2nd and 4th. And the reason why I put 2nd and 4th is because it's Monday and Wednesday that we do math. And here's what I gave you guys here. And all this work is not due until Friday. Okay, I'm giving you all time. Now, if you want to turn it in early, that's fine. I don't mind. Just don't turn it in later than Friday. And don't wait to the very end to do it because then it's going to pile up on you because you're going to have your science work also. And don't forget this week on Thursday, we're taking our first science CBA on Thursday. But anyways, here's what you're going to learn about and what you guys found out in your scavenger hunt. What is a prime and composite numbers? We just went over that. How do we know if a number is prime or composite? That's what we're going to learn right now. Here's part of your homework. On IXL, you're going to do prime and composite numbers, and there's the shortcut, 8PL. Now, you see here, I posted up a lot of videos for you already. You have a short video here. You got a good one, Ed Galaxy. And then this one with the number rock, it's a cool little song that I found for you guys right here. Now, the reason why Clever's here, because Clever, this is where Reflex is at. And we know every single day we got to be on Reflex and get that green light. So that's, if you did get your green light earlier this morning, good. If you didn't, be sure you get that green light today. But let's go right here to these top. You see prime and composite, and then you see one that says intro. Does everyone see it?
Yeah.
Everyone see these two? Okay, because I know the student one is a little bit different. Can someone share me their screen? Let me go ahead and stop sharing mine. Do I have any volunteers to share me their screen?
You disabled it.
Yeah, right now I
Yeah,
just
please.
enabled it. So I just need one person to share their screen so we can see what it looks like for a student. Okay, so Elijah, go ahead and click where it says view assignment on the bottom. Okay, now make your window bigger. Go ahead and click the square in the middle. There you go. Okay, so you see right here where it says Elijah Thordes right here. So the one on the top, oh, see, there they are. So the one on the top, click it. And don't open with Cami, not yet. So this is your daily Teaks review, okay? And I'll tell you what numbers to do before we leave. You're not going to do the whole page. So today you're only going to do two problems. You're only going to do number 1 and number 2 on this page. Does anyone have any questions? I'll even put in the chat box. In the chat box for this page, you're only going to do question number 1 and number 2 of daily Teaks review. Go ahead and take a screenshot of that in the chat box. I just put it there. Take a screenshot, take a picture of it, write it down in your notebook, whatever it is that's easier for you, but only do 1 and 2. You're not doing the whole page. That's for today. Any questions?
No.
Okay, exit out of there, Eli. Just click anywhere on the side of the gray. Oh no, don't stop sharing. Share your screen again. Yeah, just click any, there you go. Now click the second page where it says your work, the second one. So this is where we're gonna start right here, guys. So everyone on this page, it'll say intro on the very top left. You see where it says Eli's name? This is the page that I want you guys to open with. We're gonna work on this right now together. So Eli, go ahead and click open with Cami. Give me a thumbs up once you're there on this page. Open with Cami in a new window. Show me a thumbs up once you guys are there on the Cami page. Thanks, Eli. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. All right, so again, we're clicking on this page that says intro prime and composite numbers. So be sure it looks like this on my screen. Give me a thumbs up once you're there with Cami. So I'm going to click open with Cami. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I don't know why it's asking me to authorize this, but you know, it is what it is, right? Let me go ahead and change camera angles because I'm going to be facing on this side for the other screen. All right. So remember, you show on Cami, everyone should be using the drawing tool because you're going to be going ahead and writing on the document. By the way, did you guys see my post on Google Classroom about some stuff that y'all can use to kind of help you for to write on your assignments? Yeah. Did y'all get to see those? Because I posted a link. I posted a link on how to get your own little tablet and a little pencil on Amazon. It's real cheap compared to the other ones, right? Because online on some other stores like Best Buy, they charge like $70, $80. On Amazon, I think it was like $30 the last time I checked on that link. So you know, if you want, so it can be a little bit easier to help you write on your stuff. All right, so here, let's go ahead and answer these questions real quick. Number one, can I have a volunteer read me number one, please?
Can I read?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. A prime number is a whole number greater than 1, with exactly 2 factors, 1 in itself. Some prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19.
Mm-hmm. So like right here. So you see what they did here? Here they're trying to give you factors of 7. Okay, they're trying to show you, here are some factors of 7. So, and that's why you see the number 7 in bold right here. So for example, and they call this making factors. And again, factors, in case you're forgetting, are these. The two numbers that you're multiplying, those are called factors. That's what they are. So like in this example here, the number 7 only has 2 factors, number 1 and 7. These are the factors. So the factors of 7 are 1 and 7. Go ahead and fill that in inside your chart. Or if you want to use the text box, if you want to click the text box and type in your answers in there too, that'll work also. So here is your definition of what a prime number is. So you don't have to write this down, but there's your definition. And now for number 2, who can fill in this blank for me? I'll read it to you for number 2. It says, a blank is a whole number greater than 1 that has more than 2 factors. So what could be the word that I'm looking for here for letter A?
Prime number.
No, composite.
Okay, I like your guess, Dion. That's good. I like your guess. But remember, a prime number has exactly 2 factors, 1 in itself. Here, we want more than 2 factors. So what's the opposite of a prime number? The cousin, if you will.
Composite.
Composite. So right here for number 2 in the blank, let's fill it in, composite. A composite number. Now, I know it's going to be pretty hard for you to draw this on Cami. So remember, you can also do this. On Cami, you can go here to the text box and you see how my mouse is a little bar? You can go right here, you see, and you can type it in your answer. So you don't have to write it in. You can put composite number. I'll go ahead and make it bigger because I know right now it's hard to see. There we go. A composite number. And if you want to make the text bigger, right here where it says 14 point, you got to highlight it and then it'll make it bigger. See? Right there. Any questions with the composite number? The composite number, remember, it has more than 2 factors. That's a composite number. Now, the prime number only has 2 factors, one in itself. And over here in this side, let me go ahead and do it again. Let me do it with the text box. So I go to text box. The factors are for 7 are 1, excuse me, and 7. When you click on the numbers and you see the cross, when you see your mouse turns into a little cross, you can click and drag them to the right spots. And then once you're done using the text box, you can click right here where it says select. And then there you go. Questions, comments? Okay, so can I have a volunteer besides Bethel read me number 3? Oh, and let me ask you guys a question. If I go too fast right now, or if you haven't caught up yet, what's one way you can do to get caught up on Cami?
When you post the link, the Zoom meeting, I mean.
When I post the Zoom meeting, and it's usually around the afternoon, you guys can go back in there and rewatch the video so you can type in there and catch up on what you missed on the handout, okay? So remember, don't feel frustrated. Or if you want after class, when we leave, you can tell Mr. Charles, can I just copy down real quick what you have? And there we go, we can get caught up. So number 3, can I have someone read me number 3, please, here on Cami? Let me try to zoom in so it's not so small. But any volunteers for number 3?
Or you can use your emergency reaction button.
Okay, so I think we have a little bad connection here. I'll read you number 3. It says, one way to determine if a number is prime or composite is to make a list of factors. So we're going to do that right now. Check to see if the number can be divided by another prime number, such as 2, 3, and 5. What are the factors of 15? So we're going to make a little list of the factors of 15, and this is how we do it. So hopefully get your notebooks out. Have your notebooks out because we're going to take down some notes. So let me go ahead and share a whiteboard with you. And we're going to make a list of factors of 15. Okay, so can everyone see my whiteboard?
Yes.
Okay. So right here. So let's put this title, prime and composite. We'll put today's date. Today, oh yeah, we're not October no more. We are the 2nd day of November. So I'll give you some time to copy that down. Prime and composite in your journals. All right, so we're gonna list factors for 15, okay? So we're gonna list some factors for the number 15. So we're gonna make a little T-chart, sort of. So here's 15 on top, and then we're gonna draw a little T-chart just like that, okay? So who can tell me what's one way I can get 15? Go ahead, LJ.
5.
Did you say 1 or 2?
5 times 3, sir.
Well, no, you can start with the easy one, the number 1, right? We can
1
do,
times 15.
yeah,
Times
1
1.
times 15. That's one way. That's 2 factors right there. 1 times 15 gives me 15. Now, if I count by twos, can I get 15? If I count by twos?
No.
Nope. So 2 is not going to work.
No.
What
15 is
about
an odd
3?
number.
Well, yes, you
Yeah.
3
3
times what?
times
5.
5.
Yep. So you see how 15 is a composite number? Look at that. It already has more than a couple of factors. But again, let's list some more to see what else we find. What about 4? If I count by fours, can I get 15?
No.
4,
No.
8, 12, 16. No. What about counting by fives?
No. Yep.
Yeah. 5,
5 times 3.
10, 15. So 3, right? So I can get 5 times 3. What about counting by sixes?
Nope.
What about counting by sevens?
Nope.
Counting by sixes. No.
And by 8, I can't get it. I can't get 15 counting by 8.
Seven.
Nope. Not until
9,
No.
15.
I can't get it by 9. I can't get it counting by 10s, 11s, 12s. So the next closest one I can get is 15 times
No.
1.
15.
So you see right here is all the factors. This that I'm circling and that I'm highlighting, all these are the factors. 1 times 15, 3 times 5, 5 times 3, 15 times 1. These are all factors that can help me get my answer or the product of 15. Is this making sense a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of. So, and you see how 15 is a composite number. It's a composite number, Dion, because look at all the other ways I can get 15. So many different ways I can get it. So now when we look at our handout, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing this. I'm going to go back to the handout.
Sort of, yeah.
Let me go ahead and share my screen. So back in my handout, when the question's asking, can 15 be divided by 2? Well, when we listed our factors, did we have a factor of 2? Was there any way if I counted by 2 for me to get 15? Yes or no?
No.
No. So 15, we're going to put no. It cannot be divided by 2.
No.
And then look, let me show you something. Here's a little trick that you can do. Watch. Because remember, you want to work smarter, right? Not harder. So let me go back over here. That's why for number 3, let me put the text box right here. The answer would be no. Right there for number 3. Now let's go over here. Can 15 be divided by 5? Can I do that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, because remember one of the factors was I can get 3 times 5, that equals 15. Or I can get 5 times 3, and that'll give me 15. You see? Now, if you want to be sure, let's look at the calculator real quick. So let's see. On the calculator, if I get 15 divided by 5, if I get an answer that has like a decimal in there, it can't be divided. If my answer does not have a decimal and I see a whole number, then it can. Okay, so look, let's see. Let's type it in. Oh, wrong one. If I get 15 divided by 5, you see how we get a whole number, 3? So that means it can be divided. So I'm going to put here, yes. Right there. Remember, you got to learn how to use your tools that you guys have available to you. Right here, this one. Can 15 be divided by 3? Yes or no?
Yes.
Well, yeah, look, here. Try it in your calculator. 15 divided by 3. Yes, it can. It's 5, right? So I have a whole number. So here, I'm going to put yes, it can. Now, the last bar. Can 15 be divided by 7?
No.
Let's try it out.
No.
Look, 15 divided by 7. Not like this. You don't do it like this. You don't say 7 divided by 15. No, no, no. Start with the big number, 15 divided by 7. And you look at my answer. You see how it has the decimal and everything else behind it? It doesn't exist. It doesn't happen. It can't do it. So then we're going to put here no. No, it cannot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, remember we had this written down in the whiteboard. Watch, we had 15, and then I gave you my factors. We said 1 times 15, and then we said 3 times 5. Then we said 5 times 3, and then we said 15 times 1, right? These were our factors that we had written out. So here on this last sentence, it's asking the factors of 15 are blank. So for sure the factors of 15 is 1. What are the other factors of 15?
3.
The other factors are
3.
15, 3, and 5.
5, and 15. Those are the factors. 1, 3, 5, and 15. Those are our factors. If they show up more than once, you don't repeat them. You just write them one time and that's it. Does this make sense a little bit? So be sure that here, I'm going to go ahead and
It's a
clear.
lot in fourth.
Oh, you did it in 4th?
Yeah.
That's good. You're ahead of the game. It's very good. And it also, like I said, helps when you guys know your basic multiplications. If you know your factors, this is going to be easy. That's why your teachers, or they should have told you all throughout the time you've been in 3rd grade and 4th grade, learn your basic facts. Learn your basic facts. Not just for the times table test that they probably gave you, but this is where your basic facts come in to help you. Sorry, I dropped my pen.
Sir, last year, I didn't really know multiplication until the end of the year when I got good at it at the end of the year.
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice. All good things take practice. So there's our factors right here. So now right here, number 4, you can also draw arrays to arrange 15 items into equal groups. Then write the multiplication sentence for each array with equal groups. You cannot make 2 equal groups. So here, let's look at the array. You guys should have done basic facts like this in 4th grade. If you haven't, we're going to do it right now. So, oh man, I'm going to go ahead and fix this. After we do number 4, we'll go ahead and take like a 10-minute break and then we'll come back. But let's do number 4 first, okay? So number 4. We're going to try to arrange the 15 items and we're going to write a sentence here. Remember, these 2 are factors. So how many rows do you see? I only see 1 row, right? There's only 1 row. So I'm going to put 1. Okay, so there's 1. And how many little circles do I have in this row?
15.
Yep, so there it is. There's my sentence. This array is showing me 1 times 15. This is 1 row. And this is how many that are there in each row. You cannot make two equal groups. So you see right here, like if I try to put two groups, here's one group, and here's another group. It cannot, they're not the same because look, I'm missing one here. So, and this picture showing you why you cannot use two. It's showing you why 15 does not have two as a factor because look, they can't be equal. Here, one can be a factor because look, one group and they're all the same. That's what this picture is representing for you here. If we look on this side though, that I put in blue, that I circled, watch. Can someone tell me how many rows do we have? How many groups do we have? How many rows do we have?
We have 3.
3.
So we got 3 groups or 3 rows. And how many are in one row?
5.
5. And that's in one row. So this picture is showing us 3 times 5. Now, here's the question. Is 15 a prime number or is it a composite? What do y'all think?
It's probably a composite is a number that has
Composite.
15 is a composite number because there's more than one way to get it. Right here, composite number, there's a definition. More than 2 factors right here. So let me go ahead and go back right here. There we go. So 15, let's put the answer composite. How do you know? Let's answer the second part. How do we know it's a composite? Because why? Can someone share with me why is 15 a composite?
Sir, a composite is a number that has more than 2 ways. Oh no, more than 2 factors, right?
Yes, exactly. More than 2 factors. So because, let's put it in a good sentence, because 15 has more than 2 factors. Now use the text box right here, text box, and type in your answer. Any other questions so far? And look, we're already on our last question here on number 6. So I'm going to go ahead and erase all this right now. Now here's what we're going to do right here. We're going to list all the factors of 36. We can use arrays, and arrays are like this here. Now, if you make an array, they cannot look like that. They have to be all the same like this one. And then we can mark whether 36 is prime or composite. So that's what it wants to know. So I'm going to put you guys in breakout rooms, in breakout teams. And I want you in your same team to tell me if 36 is a prime or composite number. So right now, all your cameras have to be on. If your camera's off, be sure that they're turned on right now. You're going to go in your groups and you're going to discuss 36. Is 36 a prime or is 36 a composite number? Hey, Mr. Unhead, I didn't see you there.
Hey, guys.
You want me to put the kids in breakout rooms for you? All 3 of them are here.
Hey.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. I'm going to recreate the rooms. Oops. Sorry, guys. What do y'all think? Is 36 a prime or composite?
It's a composite.
Composite.
It was a composite. Good job, guys. Let me go ahead and show you how you guys can write it down in your journals. And then we'll type it out here on Cami. So in your journals, when you guys work it out, since we're looking for 36, this is how you would do it. You put 36 and make a little T-chart. Just like that. So 36 in your T-chart that's there. And then first you want to start off with number 1. So you would want to do 1 times 36. Now, if I count by twos, 2 times what can give me 36?
2 times 18.
18. Here's another way you can find it out. So I'm going to get 36 divided by 2. Now, if I don't get a decimal answer, then that's another factor. And you say, oh, it's 18, like OJ said. So 18 is the other factor. So 2 times 18 is another factor. Now I want to find out 3. So again, you can do the same thing again. We can do this.
3 times 12 equals
Exactly. 3 times 12 should get you 18. Or you can do the opposite. Look, you can do this. 36 divided by 3. So if I do that, watch. 36 divided by 3. You see how it got me 12 like OJ said? So there's my other factor, 12. 3 times 12 will give me 36. What about 4? If I count by 4 is what I get to 36?
No.
You sure about that?
Let's see. Well, 11 times 4 is 44. 10 times 4 is 40.
Why don't you try 36 divided by 4? Is 36 divided into 4? Yes or no?
That's 9.
Yes. So 4 is a factor, right? 4 is a factor. So we can do 4 divided by 9, or 4 times 9. Sorry, 4 times 9. If I count by 5s, I'll never get to 36. What about 6? If I count by 6s, will I hit 36? Let's see, 6, 12,
Yes,
18.
times 6.
Exactly. If I say 6 times 6, 36. Or another way I can figure it out is if I get 36 divided by 6.
wait.
See? So 6 times 6. Yes. What about 7? Let me try out 7. Can I get, oops, it's not showing, right? If I get
1
36,
times 36.
if I get 36 divided by 7,
Nope.
nah, exactly.
7 times. No, 7 times 5 equals.
If I get 36 divided by 8, hold on. There we go.
Times 5 equals 35.
That's not going to work, right? So we get the idea of it, right? So far. So when you hit that Google search, watch. What it's showing you here is, here's a little rainbow. It's showing you 1 times 36. That's what we have here. Let me go ahead and, I can't move this, but that's what we have right here. Watch. You see, you guys have a lot of powerful tools that y'all can use. 1 times 36 is there. Now look, 2 times 18. Right here. 3 times 12. Right there. You see that? How it works, those two factors? Making like a little rainbow. 4 times 9. We have that here. 4 times 9. And then the reason why you just have 6 by itself, because this is showing you 6 times 6. So the last one that I'm missing is right there. I have it here. So here are all the factors for 36. That's pretty cool, huh? So when you go back to Cami, let me go ahead and share my screen. So for the last question we just worked on after our break, we had list all the factors for 36. Here are the factors for 36 that we worked out. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. Those are the factors. Remember, just use the text box and just type in your answers, the answer right there for number 6. Okay. And like I said, always look at the class recording to be sure you turned it in. Okay, so we already did this page here. All right. So now let me show you what your homework is going to be. So your homework's going to be here when you go to classwork and we're doing math, November 2nd. So what I did for you guys right now is I wrote down your list of homework for you to do right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to do your review. Your review is this one that says prime and composite review. And this is what the page looks like right here. Now, I only want you to do number 1, 2, and 3. I know I said only 1 and 2 earlier, but I'll let you do half. 1, 2, and 3. Only do this one for today on Monday. On Wednesday, we'll do 4, 5, and 6. Unless you want to do it sooner the better, that's fine. But 1, 2, and 3. Any questions on this page on what your homework is? Remember to use open with Cami and work on this page with Cami. Okay. The second thing you're going to do is get onto Reflex and get that green light. So here I have the Clever login right there. So you can log in through Clever and get your green light. If you already got your green light from earlier this morning, then you're good. If you still haven't, if you're working on it, be sure you get that green light, get it out of the way. And then the last one.
Mr. Chavez, which PDF is the one where we do 1, 2, 3?
It should be the first one. So like when you have them in list, do you want to share your screen? So that way maybe on the recording,
Yeah.
people can see it too.
This one.
There we go. Yeah, that one. So yeah, be sure it says Daily Teaks Review 7-1 and only do questions 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Let me go back and share my screen. And then of course, the second thing I could just say, get your green light on Reflex. If you already did, good. And then the last thing, IXL, your prime and composite numbers, 8PL. Okay. 8PL. So, and then also take a look at these videos that I posted up here for you guys on prime and composite numbers. They're real short movies. It's the one that I like the most was the Ed Galaxy one right here. That one was probably the best one. This one, if you have a better understanding of prime and composite numbers, take a look at this video. And then the last one is just a fun song about prime and composite numbers. But here also is your login for IXL. Now, when you guys do IXL, do you have to get a medal? Do you have to get a ribbon? How do you know when to stop? I'd say for today, if you get somewhere in the 20s of your SMART score, then that's it. You know, just for today on Monday, if you get somewhere in the 20s for IXL, that's fine. Later in the week, we're going to do that same topic and you have a chance to build up and build up and build up to get to a medal. I don't want you to try to get a medal for IXL all right now. So does everyone have their list of what they should be working on right now? Okay, so your list will be found here. Okay, I'm going to give you time right now in class to work on your stuff. We'll be here online. Right now, your cameras can be optional. If you want your cameras on, you can have them on. If you want to have them off, you can have them off. I'll be here for any questions. If you guys want any music playing, let me know in the chat box. I have some music playing for you while you guys work. All right. So go ahead and get started with your work.